Welcome to Calm and Cozy Bedtime, your sanctuary of peace and relaxation, where every story is a gentle pathway to restful sleep. Tonight, as you join us, take a moment to let the cares of the day fade into the distance. Here, you're in a space designed to calm your mind, soothe your spirit, and wrap you in a blanket of tranquility. Close your eyes, if you haven't already. Feel the weight of your body sink into your bed, as if the world itself is gently cradling you. With each breath, let tension melt away, replaced by a soothing rhythm that matches the gentle pulse of the evening. Imagine yourself lying beneath an expansive night sky, where the stars twinkle softly like distant whispers. As the world outside quiets, picture two soft, pillowy clouds above, floating effortlessly in the night. They meet and exchange a melodic conversation, their words flowing like a lullaby through the calm, cool air. Can you hear their gentle whispers? Each one carries a story, a tale woven from the quiet beauty of the night sky, inviting you to let go and simply be. With every moment, you'll find yourself stepping deeper into a place where worries dissolve like morning mist under the sun. The gentle breeze of this peaceful world brushes past, carrying your thoughts into a place of stillness. Here, every sound, every word is a bridge to the serenity you deserve. So, are you ready to embark on tonight's journey? A journey into a world crafted just for you. A world of calm, comfort, and dreams waiting to unfold. Together, we'll take it one word at a time, guiding you toward the restful sleep you've been longing for. Welcome to the start of your peaceful night. This is your time, your story, your moment to simply let go and embrace the calm. Let's begin. Beneath the vast, velvety expanse of the night sky, adorned with 1,000 glittering stars, two clouds floated silently on their celestial journey. One was a grand, billowy figure, as white and soft as freshly spun cotton. This was Cloud Puff, a cloud with a presence as timeless as the skies themselves. The other, much smaller and adorned with a soft grey hue, carried an air of youthful curiosity. This was Little Cloud, new to the endless horizons above. Cloud Puff was a keeper of time and tales, having drifted through countless nights and skies. It had silently witnessed the laughter of children playing in sunlit fields, the quiet tears of someone gazing at the moon, and the secrets shared in hushed tones under starlit evenings. Each story etched itself into its fluffy folds, making Cloud Puff a gentle guardian of the world's most tender moments. Little Cloud, in contrast, was fresh and unmarked, formed only hours ago by the whispers of a morning mist and the playful push of an afternoon breeze. Its soft edges curled with wonder as it floated beside the seasoned Cloud Puff. Below, the earth stretched out like a vast, shadowy tapestry, dotted with tiny, flickering lights. Each glimmer was a mystery. And tonight, for the first time, Little Cloud found itself close to Cloud Puff, eager to uncover the secrets of the world beneath. The serene silence of the sky lingered until Little Cloud, its voice as light as a whisper, spoke up. "Cloud Puff," it began, its tone filled with curiosity. "You've been here so long. What is the world like below us? What are all those sparkling lights?" Cloud Puff shifted slightly in the soft breeze, its movements steady and calm. Its voice was rich, like the distant murmur of waves. "Ah, little cloud," it replied, "those lights are homes to the creatures of earth. Each one glimmers with life and warmth, holding countless stories. Perhaps it's a family sharing their day, a child drifting off to sleep, or a lone dreamer staring back at the stars, wondering about us up here." Little Cloud quivered with a mix of awe and excitement, its edges glowing faintly as it absorbed the words. "It sounds so magical," Little Cloud said softly. "Do you ever wish to float down and see it all up close?" Cloud Puff chuckled, a sound like a low rumble of distant thunder, warm and reassuring. "No, Little Cloud," it said. "Our place is here, above it all. We are silent witnesses, holding the stories of Earth without becoming part of them. There's beauty in watching from afar, in being a quiet presence that allows the world below to unfold in its own way." Little Cloud swayed in thought, captivated by the wisdom of its companion. "But don't you ever feel lonely, floating up here without being noticed?" Cloud Puff's edges shimmered faintly in the starlight, a sign of a gentle smile within. "Not at all, Little Cloud. For every sparkling light, there's someone who looks up and finds us. They dream, they wonder, and they speak their thoughts to us, even if they don't know it. We're never alone, because we're part of their dreams, just as they are part of ours." Little Cloud grew quiet, its edges softening in the night air. The two clouds floated together in silence for a moment, a calm understanding settling between them. "Cloud Puff," Little Cloud whispered finally, "thank you for sharing your wisdom. I think I'd like to stay close to you for a while, to learn more about the stories of Earth." Cloud Puff let out a soft, contented sigh. "Stay as long as you wish, Little Cloud. The sky has room for both our journeys, and the stories are endless." Together, the two clouds drifted gently through the quiet night, their forms blending with the stars above, their presence soothing and eternal. Below, the earth continued its soft hum of life, the flickering lights mirroring the stars in the heavens, and the two clouds found their place in the infinite dance of the skies. Little Cloud hovered silently for a moment, its soft edges curling inward with thought. Then, in a voice as light as the breeze, it asked, "Cloud Puff, how long have you been up here? You seem so big and wise, like you've seen everything there is to see." Cloud Puff chuckled warmly, its billowy form rippling gently as it moved with the wind. "Ah, Little Cloud," it began, "I've been floating in this sky for many moons. I've drifted over golden fields of grain swaying rhythmically in the breeze, followed rivers that twist and turn like shimmering silver ribbons, and watched cities come alive at night, their lights sparkling like stars scattered across the ground." Little Cloud's edges quivered with excitement, the wonder of it all filling its tiny form. "That sounds amazing! I wish I could see all those things too," it exclaimed. Cloud Puff's presence seemed to soften, a quiet reassurance settling over the night. "And you will, Little Cloud," it said with a gentle smile. "Every cloud has its own journey. Just float with the wind, and you'll discover the wonders of the world in your own time. There's no rush. Your story is only just beginning. Encouraged by these words, little cloud swirled playfully in the air, its newfound energy blending with the soft currents of the breeze. Do you have a favorite sight, Cloud Puff? Something you always look forward to seeing? Cloud Puff grew thoughtful, its edges shifting gently as it reflected. After a moment, it spoke, its voice carrying the depth of memory. There is a place, it said, where the mountains stretch so high they seem to touch the heavens. The valleys below are a patchwork of vibrant flowers that sway in unison, like waves in a colorful sea. And when the sun sets, it paints the sky in hues of gold, orange, and deep purple. It feels as though the world itself is singing a lullaby to the stars. Little Cloud listened intently, its form expanding slightly as it absorbed every word. The image of such a place was almost too beautiful to imagine. That's of course, Cloud Puff said with quiet certainty. Every cloud, no matter how small, gets the chance to witness the beauty of the earth. The winds will guide you, little cloud, and you'll see more than you can even dream of now. Little Cloud drifted closer to Cloud Puff, its form glowing faintly in the moonlight. But what if I miss something important? What if I don't see the most beautiful places? Cloud Puff chuckled softly, a sound like a distant rumble of thunder. Ah, little Cloud, beauty isn't just in the grand sights. Sometimes the simplest moments hold the deepest magic. A quiet pond that mirrors the stars, a field bathed in soft moonlight, or the smile of a child gazing up at us in wonder. Those are the moments that truly make this journey worthwhile. Little Cloud swayed thoughtfully, its edges curling inwards and outwards as it pondered these words. So, you're saying, even the little things matter? Cloud Puff's billowy form nodded gently. Exactly, little Cloud. Every moment, no matter how small, is part of the greater story. Don't be so focused on finding the extraordinary that you overlook the quiet beauty around you. Little Cloud seemed to glow a little brighter, the wisdom of Cloud Puff settling deeply within it. Thank you, Cloud Puff. I think I understand now. Every moment is special if I take the time to notice. The two clouds floated quietly for a time, their forms silhouetted against the vast starlit sky. Below, the earth hummed softly, its lights twinkling like tiny beacons of life and warmth. Cloud Puff, Little Cloud whispered eventually. I'm glad I met you. I think I'll try to float a little slower, so I can see everything along the way. Cloud Puff smiled softly, its shape glowing faintly under the silver moonlight. That's the spirit, Little Cloud. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Let the wind carry you, and you'll always find your way. With that, the two clouds drifted onward, side by side, their forms blending into the tranquil night. Above, the stars twinkled faintly, as if smiling down on the wisdom shared in the quiet sky. Little Cloud floated quietly, its soft edges glowing faintly under the moonlight. For the first time, it felt a profound sense of purpose. Though it was small and new to the skies, it began to understand its role in the grand tapestry of life. High above the earth, Little Cloud realized it wasn't merely drifting, it was part of something far greater. The stars shimmered overhead as Cloud Puff continued its gentle glide, sharing more stories from its endless journey through the skies. There was a time, Cloud Puff began, its voice rich with memory, when I brought rain to a land that had gone thirsty for far too long. The fields below were parched, their golden stalks bending under the weight of the sun. Farmers had begun to lose hope, but then I arrived. I let the rain fall gently, drop by drop, until the earth drank deeply. The fields turned green again, and the farmers looked up with smiles of gratitude. Little Cloud listened intently, its form swaying slightly in the breeze. It could almost see the transformation below. Dry fields blooming with life, farmers' faces lit with joy. Cloud Puff continued, its tone as warm as the rays it described. There were other moments too, times when the sun peeked through my misty edges, casting golden beams that warmed the earth. And when the rain stopped, I sometimes helped the sun create rainbows, bright, fleeting arcs of color that painted the sky and brought happiness to everyone who saw them. Little Cloud's edges curled inward with awe. It could almost feel the joy of the people below, imagining children pointing excitedly at a rainbow, or someone standing still in a golden sunbeam, basking in its warmth. "Cloud Puff," Little Cloud said softly, its voice filled with wonder. "Do you think I'll ever make a difference like that? Will I ever do something as beautiful or important?" Cloud Puff chuckled, its deep, rolling laugh echoing faintly through the quiet night. "Little Cloud, you already do," it replied warmly. "Even now, as you drift along, someone might be looking up at you. They might smile at the shapes you make, or feel a sense of peace just knowing you're there. Never underestimate the quiet impact we have." Little Cloud hesitated, letting Cloud Puff's words settle. "But how can something as small as me matter to anyone?" Cloud Puff drifted closer, its edges glowing softly under the moonlight. "Ah, Little Cloud," it said gently. "Sometimes it's the quietest things that make the biggest difference. A single raindrop can nourish a flower. A fleeting shadow can provide a moment of relief on a scorching day. Even the simplest of shapes we form can spark someone's imagination, a heart, a ship, a dragon. Do you see? Our purpose isn't always grand gestures. Often, it's in the little things we do, without even realizing it." Little Cloud felt its edges ripple with newfound understanding. It thought of the fields Cloud Puff had nourished and the rainbows it had helped create, but it also considered the smaller moments, the quiet ones. The thought that its mere presence could bring peace or joy to someone below filled it with a quiet sense of pride. "So even when I'm just floating, I'm making a difference?" Little Cloud asked softly. "Yes," Cloud Puff said with certainty. "Every moment we're here, we're part of the world's story. Whether we bring rain, create shadows, or simply drift in silence, we matter. It's not about how big we are or how much we do. It's about being present, doing what we're meant to do." Little Cloud swayed gently, feeling the truth of Cloud Puff's words. It imagined someone below, lying in a field and gazing up at the sky, perhaps smiling at the shapes it made. It imagined a child pointing to the heavens, whispering to their parent about the magical cloud that looked like a bird in flight. "Thank you, Cloud Puff," Little Cloud said after a long pause. "I think I understand now. Even small clouds like me have a purpose." Cloud Puff's edges billowed softly, a sign of its own quiet happiness. "Yes, Little Cloud. Every cloud, no matter its size, has a role in the beautiful balance of the world. All you need to do is float with the wind, and your purpose will find you." The two clouds drifted onward, side by side, their forms blending gently with the night. Below them, the earth continued its quiet hum of life, fields, rivers, and cities all glimmering in the soft glow of moonlight. And above, the stars seemed to shine just a little brighter, as though they too had been touched by the quiet wisdom shared between the two clouds. Little Cloud hovered quietly for a moment, its edges curling inward as it gathered the courage to speak. When it finally did, its voice was soft, carrying a trace of vulnerability. "Cloud Puff," it began. "Sometimes, when I'm drifting alone, I feel lonely. It's as if I don't belong anywhere, just floating aimlessly in this vast sky." Cloud Puff turned gently toward the smaller cloud, its billowy edges softening as though offering an embrace. Its voice, rich and calm, was full of reassurance. "Oh, Little Cloud," it said warmly, "you're never truly alone. The wind is always here, carrying us along like an invisible friend, guiding us wherever we need to go. The stars are our constant companions, twinkling and watching over us through the night. And the moon? She's our gentle guardian, her silvery gaze lighting our path, making sure we never lose our way." Little Cloud swirled slightly, its form rippling as it absorbed Cloud Puff's comforting words. "I never thought about it that way," it murmured, its voice tinged with a hint of wonder. But then its edges quivered again, uncertain. "But what about when I can't see the stars or the moon? What if the sky feels empty?" Cloud Puff chuckled softly, the sound like a distant rolling thunder that echoed with warmth. "Even when you can't see them, they're still there, Little Cloud," it replied gently. "The stars and moon may hide behind the clouds or the brightness of the day, but they never truly leave. Just like the wind, something you can't see or touch but can always feel. And don't forget, you'll always have me. We clouds may drift apart, but we're never far from one another. We're all part of the same sky, Little Cloud, connected by the vastness that holds us." Little Cloud hesitated, then swirled a little closer to Cloud Puff, its form glowing faintly in the soft moonlight. "I never thought about the sky like that," it admitted. "It's so big, and sometimes that makes me feel so small. But I think maybe being part of something so big is what makes it special. It means there's room for all of us, doesn't it?" Cloud Puff's edges billowed softly, a sign of its quiet joy. "Exactly, Little Cloud," it said. "There's room for every cloud, every breeze, every star. And there's a place for you too. Even when you drift alone, you're part of something greater. You belong to the sky, just as much as the stars, the moon, and the wind." The night grew quieter as Little Cloud considered Cloud Puff's words. the stillness of the moment wrapping around them like a soft blanket. Below, the world continued its quiet hum, the lights of towns and villages twinkling faintly in the distance. Above, the stars shimmered, their presence subtle yet constant. "Cloud Puff," Little Cloud said after a pause, "do you ever feel lonely? Even though you're so wise and big, do you ever wonder if you belong?" Cloud Puff chuckled again, its voice deep and soothing. "Oh, Little Cloud," it replied, "even I feel lonely sometimes. It's natural to wonder, to drift through moments of uncertainty. But when I do, I remind myself of the connections I have. The breeze that carries me, the stars that shine above me, and the earth below that looks up and dreams of us. Even the smallest cloud shapes the sky, and that's something worth remembering." Little Cloud's edges glowed faintly, a sign that the reassurance had reached its heart. "Thank you, Cloud Puff," it whispered. "I think I understand now. Even when I feel small or alone, I'm still part of something beautiful, and that's enough." Cloud Puff swayed gently, its form blending slightly with Little Cloud's as they floated side by side. "That's the spirit, Little Cloud," it said. "The sky is vast, yes, but it's also full of life, full of connection. And no matter where the wind takes us, we're never truly alone." Together, the two clouds drifted onward, their forms silhouetted against the endless night. Below, the lights of the earth mirrored the stars above, twinkling softly as if echoing the quiet wisdom shared between the clouds. And as Little Cloud floated beside Cloud Puff, it no longer felt small or adrift. Instead, it felt a quiet sense of belonging, knowing it had a place in the boundless beauty of the sky. As the two clouds drifted onward, the stars above seemed to twinkle a little brighter, their light dancing softly across the vast expanse of the sky. It was as if the heavens themselves were smiling down on the pair, offering quiet encouragement. Little Cloud felt different now. The loneliness it once carried had melted away, replaced by a warm sense of belonging. It realized it was part of something far greater, a sky filled with endless connections, infinite stories, and boundless possibilities. "Cloud Puff," Little Cloud said softly after a long silence. "I think I'm ready now. Ready to keep floating and see where the wind takes me. Thank you for being here with me, and for helping me understand." Cloud Puff floated a little closer, its edges brushing gently against Little Cloud's, a comforting gesture of support. "That's the spirit, Little Cloud," it replied warmly. "Keep moving forward, and always remember, you're never truly alone. The sky may be vast, but it's home to all of us." With that, the two clouds continued their journey together, their soft, billowy forms blending into the serene embrace of the night. The stars above twinkled in quiet approval, their light a steady reminder of the beauty and connection that filled the sky. Below, the world slumbered peacefully, wrapped in dreams and comforted by the gentle presence of the clouds above. Thank you for spending your evening with us here at Calm Cozy Bedtime. If this story brought you a moment of peace, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a little calm tonight. Sweet dreams, and may you wake up feeling refreshed, renewed, and ready to embrace a beautiful new day.